Oliver Twist kid, robbing the rich. But then who helped me when I was down in the ditch? Twist a little orphan boy, nobody raised him. Skills on the streets with the old man plaguing. In the workhouse just to get feed. I roll with Bullseye and Oliver Reed. What? I walk the earth with a small red suitcase, about a pair of boots and no shoelace. To the city, hook by crook, and when my socks turn to rags, walk the earth barefoot now. I rebound with surround sound Dolby. Many know the name, but nobody really know me. Enter the twist like gorillas in the mist. Swing through the trees like the lord of the jungle. You never see me crumble, destroyed, malfunction. And now ready for the demon.
Somewhere in the darkness, my eyes are fixed on you. Then I realize that I'm dreaming. You'll never there.
Slept through alarm late for working half dressed. Riding on the bus and everybody looks stressed. Drivers act sneaky like you ain't got power. Foot to the floor, driving 90 miles an hour. Traffic jam, roadwork, smog all around me. Trial and tribulations of life in the city. On the journey, lyrics in my rucksack. Everybody's even paranoid of eye contact. They don't see that we're all in the rat race. You can't touch this, twist on the case. Sun goes down behind the high-rise flats. On my way back like the Boomtown Rats. You can't touch this, jump in the party. Raise up your arm if you're with me. And raise up your arm if you're with me. Yeah, come on.
Somewhere in the darkness, my eyes are fixed on you. But then I realize that I'm dreaming. You're never there.
On a day-to-day basis, step from the shadows, through the corridors of life seeming narrow. By the light, love inside, open up my heart and my mind and my eyes. Like the small child inside, guided by the hand of infinity. Straight line towards your destiny, on the journey, knowledge and power. Stepped away from jobs, only £4 an hour. Got my mind focused, forget the hopeless. Dusted off the vultures, leeches and locusts. I give praise to the strugglers that made it. Respect to the rhythm killer, mashing up the music.
Somewhere in the darkness, my eyes are fixed on you. But then I realize that I'm dreaming. We're never there. Somewhere in the darkness,
Life is
my eyes are fixed on you.
Then I
realize that I'm dreaming.
I'm a dreamer.
We're never there.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the darkness,
Somewhere in the darkness,
my eyes are fixed on you.
step from the shadows.
But then I realize that I'm dreaming.
Am I really dreaming?
We're never there.
Somewhere in the darkness.
Already says I've got 60 comments to get through already. Ugh, blimey. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Welcome wherever you are, whenever you are in the world, wherever you are, what year it is, what day it is, what month it is. Nobody knows. Doesn't really matter. Hey, I've got 7 waiting backstage. I can see him. I can see you. I'm going to bring him in just a minute. Yeah, I think we're just going to have a chat today, really. I said I'll be honest with you every day. So I'm going to be honest with you. We've got a banging headache today. Absolute bloody banger. I don't know what's going on. It's doing my bloody head in. I can see there's loads of people in. I feel a bit rude just leaving 7, just sitting backstage. Hey, man, he's backstage. I'm just going to bring him on. And then you can see him as well. Makes me feel a little bit less alone. 7. There he is, look. See? Hey. How are you, mate?
I'm very well, Dave. How about yourself? Aside from your banging headache.
I got a headache today. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think it's my hair, probably. I've got it tied back too far underneath here. So probably something boring like that. Boring. But anyway, I'm sorry, mate. I bet the other day and missing you. Didn't get you on, did I? I just waffle. If you want to talk to me today, you're just going to have to tell me to shut up. You have to say shut up when you want to talk, because I'm just a nightmare, mate. I'm an absolute nightmare. But before we do that, before we get talking, I am, man. I'm a nightmare. I'm a nightmare. So yeah, before we do that, just let me say hello to some people. There's some people in the house. Nigel's Nigel's not here, I don't think. I think he's in London. But I think he's live streaming later. I believe so. But hello, Nigel. Very nice to see you, pal. Or thanks for popping in anyway. Danny's in the house. Danny is in the house. All right, Danny, Daryl, the world's best moderator. There he is. He's brilliant. Little Wing, hello, welcome. Thank you for bringing Martin in yesterday. That was incredible. I felt very I don't know. I watched myself back and I looked awful. I looked so scared. But it was. I was just on he just came in the room, and I would like to have a chat with him. Thank you for that, Little Wing. I felt very honoured. Yeah, so thank you. Hello, Little Wing. Hello. Sean. Hello, Sean. How are you? I'm just going to try and get over a few of these. Just try and get over a few because there seems to be loads. I did notice that the people were talking, blah 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 blah. Almost as boring as me. White Rabbit. There we go. There was a whole chat going on. Before before it even started, which I find incredible. So thank you for that. But White Rabbit. I don't want to prove you're on, Catfish. I never want to prove you're wrong ever. I was watching you blow glass yesterday, and I felt like almost walked over you as well, which is well weird. But anyway, mate, welcome. I hope Seamus is okay. I hope he's healing better. And I didn't lie to you. I went out the other morning, yesterday morning. Was it yesterday morning? It was yesterday morning, yeah. It was bloody cold. I stood on the grass for 5 minutes and I tried to send in some healing for you from Mother Earth. I don't know if it worked or not, but I did try for you, mate. Welcome, and I hope you're all right. Mr. Catfish. Catfish Briggs in the house. Gary. All right, Gary. Sorry, I just like to get loads of people in 7. Sorry, mate. I'm not trying to be rude to you or anything.
No, please, say it. I love hearing the roll call.
People like a shout, don't they? I like to shout people out. Well, Shammer, from Canada, what's that? Dave does, I believe. Don't get me involved. Wasn't me. 7 said it. Whichever side he's on. He's this side or this side. You got me stuck. Hey, I like that. Yeah, I do. I like that. I like that. Good. I like that. Look, it says he's doing all right. He's good. Seems to be healing good. Good, Catfish. That's good. That's good. It's good news to hear, that is, mate. That's good news. Danny's singing along. Oh, because that's what he does. Paris is in here. Hello, Paris. Hello. What's that? Planet X that Dave is a superstar singing this song with. No, it's not me singing it. It's not me. I don't like to disappoint anybody. It's a mate of ours, and his name's Oliver Twist. It's not his real name. His real name's Paul, which I just thought was a little bit more boring. So I thought I'd tell you his stage name, Oliver Twist. Yeah, and he wrote the lyrics and recorded the vocal, and then the music and that. And obviously the other vocals by my wife and Claire. Sorry to disappoint you. But I know what you mean, and I do sing along to it. That's why I use it, because I just like it. What I'd like to do, Daryl. Sorry, I can see you, 7. What I'd like to do though, I'd like to have a mess about with one of the AIs and see if I can get an AI to do an intro to it for me. That'd be good. That'd be real good. That'd be real cool. You know what I mean? Especially after seeing Matey's Andreas Exertis one. I think that'd be real cool. Right, so let me have a look. I don't want to have missed anybody. No. Rooted Welsh. All right, mates. How are you? How are you? How are you? People have become Wikipedians or Googlearians. I like that. I like that. I do like that. I do. It's very true. Yeah, because it's too convenient, isn't it? Just to I'll just go and check it out on there. Go and look for yourself. I don't mean on Google. Go and look for yourself. Go and read a book. Do a bit of research. Lavender Flower. Hello and welcome back. I do that to her. Look, you see, and I wink to her because she's a little winky emoji. I look like I'm having some sort of fit, don't I? Like some sort of like, hey, right, okay. I think I've got everybody. I think I've got everyone, and we'll just talk. Yeah, I don't know then, Sev. Let's talk, man. I don't know what you even want to talk about, but let's do it. You take over for a bit. I'm going to sit over here and drink some coffee. I'm over here, mate.
Well, first off, I'll start off with your headache. The evening time and the mornings, well, all the time now, there are frequencies and energies that we're all being bombarded with, and sometimes there's pressure, especially if you're a frontliner, if you're doing the kind of research that we do, then hi Maria, then sometimes there can seem to be these adverse effects on our brains, on our hearts. A lot of people are dropping dead all over the world. So we're dealing with frequencies, Dave, and I think that some of us are feeling it worse than others.
It's funny you say that, actually, Seven, because I didn't actually like, because I've had a bit of a weird day today. I had to go around my mum and dad's and fix the lock for and put a new lock in the door. It took me most of the morning. It's probably I got a headache, actually. DIY. No, and then I came back and I was like, oh, I got a stream this afternoon, and then I got worried. I thought, oh, what if Seven don't come on? Right, so I wrote down two things. I thought, right, because I said yesterday that I said to Nigel, if you live stream, it's always best. I don't write down loads of notes because I'll get lost otherwise. So I just write down bits and pieces, just like one sentence or something, and then it gets me going. And I wrote down China's camera, and I wrote down, look, ears ringing so bad today. The ringing today in my ears. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, it's been literally off the hook. I can hear it right now talking to you. And
Me too.
But the sky outside today is just a crystal clear blue. Crystal clear. There's hardly been anything. There's been spraying over by the sun, but they're not hanging about. It literally just disappears. And then you can see, I always see in this blue, like you can see like a big dark shadow that hangs over it all the time. Even though it's crystal clear blue, all the time. But yeah, the ringing today, Seth, I think you're dead right about that. But the ringing today, oh, man, maybe that's what's maybe doing my head in a bit more, because it's been, so bad. So bad.
Well, you made a perfect distinction between normal life stresses that can maybe give us a headache, not so normal stresses, which is considering, is Seven going to be there? Is China going to get her camera? That's empathy kicking your butt. But then the frequencies and the sky. So yeah, we're dealing with multiple layers of the convergence negative that hopefully will end up in the convergence positive. So I love the fact that you can make the distinction between having to fix the lock at mom and dad's, getting home, de-stressing from that, but then all of a sudden your empathy kicks in, which is it's why we're the fellowship. It's why we see darkly through the mirror, which is something that the CIA and the government have been studying for a long time. The mirror. Our empathy leads us down uncharted territory, so we have to be careful and guard it. And I'll bet your headache is gone by the end of the video, because I did show up. I kept my word. You
did. No, I'm sorry I let you down the other day. Oh,
man, you need to let that go, because all that did was teach me a lesson to get on it.
Right, so get this, right, because when I was saying that to you the other day, and I said I felt and I carry it around, and I did a little bit the next day, and I do that when something gets under my skin a little bit, or I feel like I've disappointed somebody. And yesterday Nigel was on, and we were chatting, and I didn't watch it back till this morning. I thought, I'll watch it back, because I was trying to process the fact that Martin had came in the room. Anyway, I watched it back, and then I found myself, and I didn't mean to do it. What I did, Nigel said something, and without even realising I'd done it, I corrected him. And then I completely didn't even realise I'd done it. And then why I corrected him was sort of saying, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get it wrong. I didn't even realise any of that had gone on. A lot of this just goes over my head. I talk and then try and watch it later and think, I don't remember saying that. But I thought I'd upset Nigel. So I then went out of my way this morning to email him and just say, look, mate, I'm really sorry I corrected you. Because I felt like maybe I'd pissed him off. I did. I didn't. And he emailed me back, told me to shut up and stop being an idiot. That's what he did. He said, stop being an idiot. And so he said to me, well, not in quite so, not quite in words, but pretty much along them sort of lines. Yeah, but because until you've been saying about it, I've never really sort of seen myself as quite like empathetic. Is that what you say? Empathetic? Pathetic? I know I'm pathetic. I'm pretty pathetic. But
empathic.
Oh, empathic. There we go. Empathic. There we go. Because I've never really sort of seen myself like that ever, right? But now I've been doing this more. I sort of you analyse yourself more. Do you ever watch yourself back? Do you watch yourself back? Which side are you on? I don't know who's on this side or this side. Do you ever watch yourself back? Do you?
Um, only to see comments or to take a note from something. Because see, when I go live a lot, when I'm waffling, a lot of times I know dang well that I'm being downloaded with crystalline DNA transformation, information from the sky, yes, from the Anunnaki, because Enki talks to me. I don't care what nobody says. And I go back a little bit just to catch up on some things that I might have said. And yes, I do go back to watch because of the interaction with other people, with the chat room. But I don't really go back and try to critique myself too much because
it's not that. I watch myself back because I find it interesting because as a performer for all them years, like for 25 years, the one thing I hated was if anybody filmed us. So then I had to watch myself back. I could not stand it. No, I couldn't. So I pretty much, I'm quite thankful for that because there's not much video. There's a few. I might show a few one day of me performing. But yeah, I hated watching myself back. So I find it quite interesting because I'd never really watched myself back as a performer. And I suppose this is a performance, I suppose, if you want to call it that, whatever. You're getting in front of a camera, aren't you? So I find it interesting. I've learned loads about myself. I talk a lot with my hands. I do. I've never realised I've done that. And I really do. I do. And I rock backwards and forwards like I've got some sort of Tourette's thing going on. No, but I just find it quite interesting. And why I got you on, it says there's 56 people. If there's 56 people here, you're amazing. This here, if you stumbled onto this chat room, this is madness. And through the door there is insanity. So welcome to madness, or you can go back to insanity. Both as bad as each other. But why I got you on, so I had a weird synchronicity. You know, like you always say, I have weird synchronicities with you all the time. Never met you until just recently. We hardly spoke, have we? Like a bit through text or whatever, and that's it. You were saying about them trolls the other day. Now, what was the one of them was Howl at the Moon, the two trolls that were coming in and giving you grief when we were over on Cindy's. Jay Howe, was his name? Jay Howe?
Yeah, I call them the Howl at the Moon brothers.
Yeah.
Jay Howe or William Howe and Jay Moon or William Howe.
Something like that, right? So yeah, very weirdly.
And they actually trade names.
Today, is that the...
Well, one day it's William Moon, and the next day it's Jay Moon, and then the next day it's William Howl, and I just think that they howl at the moon together.
No, it's just very weird because what I did, I've weaponized my wife, weaponized her, and I've said this as well because I've never interacted with my comments very much ever, and I'm trying to do it more now, especially since I've started live streaming. But so my wife's going back through old videos, and I think I posted a video Saturday, or it came out Saturday. So she went through the comments and she said they're all night, but bar one guy called Jay Howe. How weird. Obviously, your guy, I don't know if it obviously seen you or me and you talking or whatever, but it came out anyway. She yeeted him, she just booted him out. Bugger off. Banned, blocked, get out. Yeah, because it was just some drivel we put, and it's like, I know every time I talk to somebody, I end up talking about sodding trolls. That I'm new to this, all right? Then I find it quite interesting. What I find interesting is that people go out. It doesn't take nothing to be kind to people, does it? Nothing at all, right? Just to leave a door open for somebody or something like that. Nothing, does it? It just doesn't take anything to be kind. But people go out of their way to be rude, don't they? I mean, out of their way. I'm not moaning, sitting here moaning. Oh, he's moaning about it. But like, just to give you an example, I picked my daughter up from college yesterday. So left here, felt like I'd had a good stream. Got in the car, drove over, got some fuel, pulled over to get some diesel, and I got out of the car, and I could barely get out of the car between me and the pump. Barely get out. I managed to squeeze out, and I'm filling the car up. And then another car pulls in next to me, and it's an old woman, right? Now, like, I don't know, I never met. And she come over, and before she started putting fuel in, she decided that she wanted to come over and tell me I'd parked too far over. Why? What? So it offended me. I mean, I could hardly get out of the car. So I offended her so much that she felt like she had to come. She felt like she had to come over and go, "Oi, you've parked too far over." And it's like, well, you got out your car, right? You can fill your fuel up. What's the problem? I don't know what the problem is. And she went out of her. She actually went out of her way to be miserable. Well, I don't understand it. I mean, like, maybe she just got a very, very sad and boring life. And maybe if that's true, then I'm sorry about that. But like, I just don't understand how. And it's the same. I find it fascinating with trials now, where people just go out of their way just to be horrible. They're not trying to make. They're not even trying to make a point. Just being funny for the sake of being funny. And I don't get it. Sorry. Shut up. I'll be over here, Seven. You carry on.
Well, I think it's fantastic. I mean, and that's part of why you're a really fun host, because you talk about stuff that you think is just waffling, but it's not. It's extremely important. There is this shift, this polarization where people are going to one side or the other. A lot of people are getting really nice these days. They'll let you go in traffic. They'll wave. I do it all the time. But then there's the other side. People who are really being zombified. I hate saying it like that, but it's true. A lot of us are experiencing it in our families, not so much with friends and stuff because they don't care. Everybody's living so fast and so expensively and so frugally and so fearfully these days that everybody is just shifting to their comfort mode. Some people's comfort mode is being super defensive and offensive and rude and first in line, while people like us are, again, empathic. Whether it's somebody, I didn't know that I used to be empathic, Dave, and being an empath doesn't make you a little Yoda. Being an empath can be dangerous, but again, our empathy.
Loads of trouble. It's got me in loads of trouble. Just being too nice to people. Does that make sense? Like, not being nice, but like I've got my fingers burnt plenty of times where I've tried to do the right thing.
Well, that was your empathy, but this is what I'm saying is that now we're learning how to reel our empathy in a little bit, because an extreme on any measure, on any level, is an extreme, and all extremes lead to discomfort in some way spiritually.
Yeah. I think I believe that. I think I do. Yeah. I smoked too much weed today. Someone's put there. Look. Good. I like that rooted Welsh. Good. Madness, insanity. Madness, insanity. Stay in the madness for a bit. It's all right. It's fine. I like that. I do. I like that. Yeah, well, man. I didn't. Go on. Yeah, sorry. Go on, Karen. Go on.
Well, I just think that this is cool because normally we're talking about the sky. I talk a lot about the government these days, above top secret and this and that. But to talk about empathy is crucial. This is such a fun video because it's been kicking your ass today, and you're getting a grip on it. And to be able to talk to the audience and all the people who are here, I mean, we're family. Our empathy, we're even if we've been unaware of it our whole lives, now we are. And yes, it opens pain. It opens us up to the sky, frequencies. We can get a big old headache. We can be awake until 3 o'clock and wake up at 6. But the important thing is that we're reeling it in and we're pouring it all into love.
Yeah. So I've actively tried, especially since I stopped taking drugs 5 years ago, just to not take things as too seriously anymore. I've said this the past few days, and I'm sorry I keep repeating myself. People, I'm sorry. but I used to carry a load of weight around on me. I think maybe that's why I was taking drugs for so long, right? I did. I felt like I had a great big bag on my back, and I remember being so like I was so. I'm not trying to be a hero here. Right. I remember being so addicted to drugs that I was crying while taking them, but crying my eyes out because I didn't want to do it. But at the same time, I just did it, and I was in a bad place, and I felt like I was carrying a lot of weight around on my back, and a lot of stuff, not bad things that had happened, but just crappy things that happened to everyday people. And my way of dealing with it was just trying to bury my head in the sand with a load of drugs, and it doesn't work. So I've made quite a conscious decision, especially since I got clean 5 years ago, to just not to worry about stuff. I can't change anything in my past and anything that I've done or anybody I've pissed off or whatever. So I can't change it. Can't do it. I can't change the stream yesterday. I can't change the fact that we didn't stream on Sunday. I can't change it. You know. So you just got to deal with it and you move on with your life. I can't change anything in my future, right? And I like that. Like, you know, I'm not, you know, everyone's got something to worry about, right? I'm not saying, oh, don't worry, because everybody's worries are different to them. But you can't change your past and you can't steer your future. Now, since I started doing this, I've like been schooled so many times. I'm not going to dox or anything like that, but I got an email the other day that just put all that into context for me. And it was a woman that emailed me. Very nice. She sent me a donation, actually, which sort of, you know, made me feel even, ugh. But she's coming to the end of her life, and she's trying to just cherish every single moment. And I didn't know what to put back to her. My wife was like, "Oh, be careful, don't piss her off." And what I decided to do was just email her back exactly what I thought. So I just said to her, I said, "Look, we never finish. We don't." I said, "The body dies, and we don't. We move on." And I don't want to get too personal with it, but so I sent her an email, and she sent me a lovely email back, and she said and she just said, "Thank you so much." She goes, and she actually said, and I thought this was brilliant. I don't know if Carlos is in the chat, but she said, "When my time is done," she goes, "I'm going to go up and find out what's going on." This is what she said to me. And she goes, "And I'm the first person I'll come back and tell you and Carlos what's going on." I mean, isn't that nice? You know what I mean? And what it's done, little things like that keep happening while I'm doing this, put the bigger picture into perspective for me. Is the big things in the sky? I can see them. Does it matter if anybody else can? No, it doesn't, does it? Really, at the end of the day, well, it doesn't, does it? Right? And the only time I've got now is now. So what I try and do now, I'm trying to enjoy the fact that I'm talking to you. I think it's brilliant, you know. So, and where I suppose I've wasted, and I suppose a lot of us do it, and we waste a lot of our lives not cherishing the ordinary things that we do every day, because they're the important things, because they're the things that make your day. You know, kissing your wife goodbye, make sure I give my daughter a hug, taking my dog out for a walk, and rather than looking at them as, you know, not telling my daughter and my wife that I love them or whatever, but taking the dog for a walk, rather than looking at them as chores, I'm looking at them stuff that I should be enjoying doing. So right now, I've got a headache, but I'm trying to enjoy the fact that I'm sitting here talking to you, because that's all I've got right now. That's all I've got. Can't control my past, can't control the future. All I've got in control of is right now. So I want to enjoy right now, and that's the way I'm trying to look at things, and the way I've been trying to look at things. And when I got that email from that woman, it just sort of put it in perspective for me. I mean, like, you know, I've had so many nice people reach out in the past few weeks. It's like it's I don't know. It's put my faith back in humanity a little bit. Shut up, Dave. Stop talking. Shut up. I'll shut up. I'll go back over here. Sorry, mate. Sorry, I just waffle, don't I? I waffle. Go on, yeah, go on. You go. Go on.
Well, Dave, dude, stop using this on yourself right now, please. Come on, man.
I'm not, man. I'm not. I'll waffle. I do a waffle.
Well, I'll waffle a little bit, because what's happening right now is happening to anybody who's here and half of the planet. It's this upwelling of our empathy, and part of empathy can again be slightly detrimental, because if you worry about what you said yesterday or what you missed on Sunday or the times that we didn't. I mean, I'll tell you what, I call myself Captain Convergence, not because I've been the most positive person in the world. I've got a lot of gifts, but I squandered them for years and years.
Yeah, I feel like that a little bit. Yeah.
Being able to say, like you mentioned, being able to say to your wife when you leave, "I love you."
Yeah.
And I can't wait to get home later. I squandered too many opportunities like that, but I'm not letting them kick my Anthony Seven Spalding anymore.
Yeah. No,
so Dave, you stop. Our empathy can turn into this, or it can.
See, but I was doing that. I think a lot of people do that. We get so caught up in our everyday lives that you never take notice of the little things, do you? The things that are important. You know, just saying that when my wife leaves and giving my daughter a hug and making sure she's all right and stuff like that. So I vividly remember, and because I've only got one daughter. My wife and I've been married 21 years. We've got a 16-year-old daughter. And I remember, and vividly remember as well, that when it was her last day at primary school, and although she didn't want me to, I walked her to school because I knew that would be the last chance I'd ever get to do that, because she was going up to secondary school and she wouldn't want me to do it ever again. Do you understand what I mean? So what I did, I made a conscious effort. I was like, oh, well, I want to, you know, and looking back now, I wish I'd taken a little bit more time to enjoy them times walking to school in the morning, as most of the time, because you're rushing to get to work or whatever. You don't take time to enjoy the little things like that, you know. And I'm trying to do that now more. So, you know, I can't change anything that's coming. If there's something coming and there's something that's going to happen, it's bigger than me, and I can't change it. I can't. So I'm just trying to enjoy now. Really, I want to find the pieces of my puzzle. Not everybody else's, mine. The pieces that resonate with me, and I just want to try and enjoy. So it's like, you know, so when I go and see my parents, you know, especially Sev, you know, bless you as well, because you lost your dad, didn't you? And that's awful. And when I hear things like that, it makes me want to go around and spend more time with my parents. Does that make? I suppose it's a natural. Shut up, Dave. I'm not, you know, but you know, just try and enjoy the little things. Like, to me, yesterday talking to Nigel, special. The fact that Martin came in my room, special. I'm talking to you today, special. You know, I want to try and enjoy it, you know, and that's the way I'm trying to look at things. And you, like you say, I'll beat myself up. Listen to this. We're doing a 180 now. You beat yourself up too much all the time. You say you're scared all the time. What are you scared of? There's nothing to be scared of, mate. Nothing, honestly. You know, I don't think most people are scared of themselves, aren't we? All of us, really. And like, but you know, just got. I don't know. Shut up, Dave. Sorry, I feel like I've brought the I've brought it down now, haven't I?
No, you haven't.
Shut me up, Seven. Shut me up. Shut me up.
I mean, to be honest with you, I've done a lot of live videos, and I've been on quite a few chats with Steve Olson and big people back in the days and little people yesterday. And this is one of the most important videos I've ever been a part of, because
it's weird, isn't it? Right?
Because all day yesterday, I sang a song on my way to work. My feet never touched the ground yesterday. Once I got your email, once I knew I'd be here. And again, I'm not just here with you. As an empath, I can feel all the people here. I feel you all. I felt you all last night at 3 o'clock in the morning when I finally went to sleep. To talk about empathy and the convergence, negative attachment to the past, or the trying to imagine and worry about the future, it don't make no difference. We can hug our daughter now better. We can love our son more furiously in terms of maybe trying to help him with finances, or we're rising to the challenge, y'all. And that's why I dig this video right now, because you have brought up a very sensitive topic. Your banging headache. You didn't have to go live right now, you know.
Yeah, well, I said I would though, every day for the next year, so that's what I'm going to try and do. Like a bad smell, just going to come back every day.
Well, I mean, again, I just think that even though it's not the flashy subject of the sky or the economy or a lot of the deep stuff I research, it's actually the most important. Topic. It's well, I'm just going to finish and then
do it. Go on.
Because you can't let yesterday whoop your butt, and you can't let tomorrow wipe away any joy of the present moment. And what you've described in this video is just a great focus for us. It's a great reminder to say, I love you.
Well, it's not that. Just you've only got now, haven't you? That's all you got right now. You're not going to change anything, no matter what you try and do. You're not. No matter, we haven't got superpowers, and I think we all have superpowers. They're all turned off, they're all dormant, turned off and dormant. Yeah, and I believe that. I do, and I think we can work to get them back. But you can't change what's going to happen tomorrow, and you can't change what happened yesterday. So stop worrying about it. Like so many people, my brother. He's just spent the last 15 years torturing himself. his marriage broke down, and then it was just a succession of bad things, and he spiraled out of control until his life's just gone so bad that he just can't get out of it anymore. And like, we tried and tried and tried and tried and tried and tried and tried. And I'm sure everybody can relate to this, because I'm sure somebody in your family or somebody you know is probably like this. And he's doing it to himself. Yeah. Yeah, that's all right, mate. That's all right. He's just beating himself up. Yeah, you go and do that. Look, I'm just going to shut up now and just I'm going to go.
No, I'm just getting a cup of coffee.
Yeah, so I can hear you. I'm going to read through some comments. Carlos. All right, mates. How are you? Glad you're here, mate. Glenn's here as well. Hello, Glenn. I did see. I know there's a few people I've missed, so I'll try and catch up. Asander. Eyes wide open is here. Watch Woman of the Dragon. Got loads of people here, haven't we? Hey, it's good. It's good to see you. Russell's here. Russell. He just woke up. Hello, everyone. I know I can't get up. I can't get over that. But like, it's because it's morning there, and it's morning. It was weird because I was going to bed last night watching catfish walk home from work.
I was too.
It was well weird, yeah. Hey, but I don't know. Since I started doing this, like I said to you, I was talking to my wife about this last night as well. And if you're here to learn about the sky or whatever, bugger off, all right? Because it's my house, my rules. I've got my mate here, Seven, and we're just talking. Well, it's true though, isn't it? It is, right? You know, I like to talk about the sky, but I just, I've never spoken to you before, I mean, friends, aren't we? I don't even know what I was going to say. My wife was saying something to me last night, but she said, right, okay, so the last 5 years that I was gigging, right, and I was on the road, it felt like to me, you got a crunch, mate, it's got a crunch. But the last 5 years I was on the road, it felt like to me that there was something telling me to stop. I've been doing it for 20 years, and my van would break down. One of the band members would leave. It was like a succession of bad things, and it almost felt like, a bigger power was telling me to stop. Boom, stop doing it. And so I did. I stopped about, it's about 18 months ago now, properly stopped. And, it's like, become like, I'm doing a normal job now. So I stopped. Because what I was doing, I was fighting it, right? Because I wanted to keep it going. I was scared to change my life. I've been doing this for so long. I was scared. But it felt like the universe was telling me, look, stop doing it. You just got to stop doing it. So I stopped. Right? Now, when I started doing this, I wasn't putting any thought into it. I was running around like a maniac, filming the sky. And I've explained this. I didn't pick my name, Planet X Hunter. I was just like, Planet X Hunter. That'll do. Because all of it came about very organically, all of it. What happened? I could see all this crap in the sky, then finding Sam Hoffman, all this stuff, right? And all I've been doing with this, well, especially for the first few years, was just fighting it all the time, fighting it. And now I've sort of relinquished myself, and I've gone, whatever, just do what you want. And I don't know. It seems to be growing itself. Does that make sense? So I like almost like I'm sort of not that I've been pushed into doing it, but something was trying to tell me to stop gigging, and it feels like something's trying to tell me to do this. Does that make sense? It probably doesn't, does it? So I sound like a right egotistical idiot now, don't I? Look, he thinks he's no, because I don't. I can't explain it to you, but it feels like the universe was trying to get me to stop doing what I was doing. And now I've started doing this. It feels like, I don't know. I can't explain it to you. I can't explain it. I don't know. Like most of it, I'm just going to relinquish and say whatever. Because I don't know what to do about it. I don't know. Because all of it is all like, it's all come together over the last 3 weeks better than I ever would have imagined. Does that make sense? I don't know. I felt like we're just born. We've got almost an instant, brilliant little community of people that just want to chat or listen to me waffle on. I get guests on and they just sit there going, all right, Dave, yeah. I'll shut up. Look, I'll shut up. You say something.
Well, I mean,
I'll be over.
Dave, I'm sorry. You don't know how funny and beautiful and delicious.
You're telling me that as well, that I'm funny, and I don't think I'm that funny. I don't know.
You're really, really clutch funny, and you're funny.
I don't see it.
And you're funny You're funny in a way that's applicable to all of us getting our butts whooped right now by indecision, by fear, by rising prices, by war, by inflation, by the sky changing, by the stuff being, you're educational, you're informative, you're spiritual without being religious. You're hilarious. And
people keep saying that. Now people keep saying like, "Oh, you're well funny," and I'm like, "I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be funny." I tell you what. Since I've started doing this as well, in the last 3 weeks, it's very, very weird. But I don't know. Oh, and and my wife probably won't like me saying. She probably won't. But I felt like me and my wife are communicating better. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's very, very strange. I don't know. Like, I've been terrified to do this for so long, and then I start doing it, and like, oh, I don't know. I feel like I can't explain it to you, mate. I can't. And anybody in the chat, you probably think I'm an idiot. Oh, look at me, thinks he's important. I don't. I'm no more important than anybody else. But whatever's happened or whatever, I didn't set out. So a lot, like, if you open a YouTube channel. Like, so I started an art channel.
My stomach hurts. My stomach hurts, you guys.
So I started an art channel, right? Trying to make stuff and give it away, right? Because and my whole goal of that channel was to try and get as many subscribers as possible, right? And after about 2 years or whatever, it's got 100 subscribers, right? Right now with this, I wasn't trying to get subscribers. I was running about like a headless chicken, coming off drugs, telling everybody the sky was going to fall, right? And then, and out of that, Sev, like out of some sort of weird midlife crisis that I had, I managed to get 20,000 people to follow me, which is just incredible to me. Now, like, I never had 20. Like, I was a singer for 25 years, and I performed. I think the biggest audience I performed to was about 5,000 people. And quite regularly, we used to perform to 1,000 people. But 20,000 people every time I log on to my little studio, I go down there and it says subscriber count. It amazes me every single day. I just think it's incredible. Right, shut up, Dave. Shut up. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I do waffle. I don't know. You just got to stop me. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going on about. I don't.
Well, you're talking about your entertainment prowess and your ability to and the fact that, again, here on this platform, you never expected, nor do you expect or try to be funny or enlightening or so uplifting. But Dave, you are. It oozes out of your pores.
Yeah, but if you ask my wife if I was uplifting in the morning, she'd say no. She'd just go no.
Okay, here,
nope.
Dave, can I do my Debbie montage?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Okay, it's my Debbie montage because everybody knows. Well, I love Debbie. I don't know her. I was there on her birthday a couple of weeks ago, but the way that you describe one, you'd be like, "Babe, do you see that in the sky right there? There's this huge thing, and then there's glowy ipsy, and then the things going across," and she's just like, "No."
Yeah,
babe,
like me,
do you feel these waves? Do you feel the ringing in your ear? She's like, no. She's so patient, and it's so funny when you describe how you'll be like, babe, look, it's a big blue thing in the sky. Do you see that? And she'll just be like, no.
Yeah, all the time, mate. All the time. Honestly, yeah, honestly. But to be fair though, for the first time, I don't know, since all this started, she came home last night. And Claire, who sings that vocal on the little intro song, had sent my wife two Sky videos. Yeah. What she'd done, she'd sent my wife two Sky videos from Australia, right? and then my wife, she came in and she went, "Oh yeah," and I took these 2 pictures, and she'd taken 2 pictures of the sky for me. I was amazed. I was like, "What? You've actually taken 2 pictures of the sky for me?" I was well shocked. Yeah, I was like, "Oh, I'm getting you on it now." But
watch, we'll turn her to our side soon. The whole world. It's like, I'm kidding.
But my whole idea of doing this, right, is I don't necessarily just want to talk about the sky. I think everyone's got an interesting story, right? If you've got a YouTube channel, especially if you've got, like I speak to Cindy. I spoke to Cindy. She's got a story. You, Russell, Nigel, You know, all these people have, all of you got a good story, you know, and although I'm interested in the sky and all that, and I want to talk about it, I want to get to know you lot. That's what I want to do. I want to get to know people because I think you get better information and better conversation when you're just talking about stuff that you can relate to, as opposed to going, yeah, there's great big planets in the sky and they look like this. I can't prove it to anybody. I can't. I've come to terms with that now. People go, you're a nutter, you are. Like, yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm a walking contradiction. Shut up. I'll just shut up. Sorry.
Well, you're not a walk contradiction. Neither am I. We are the frontliners. We're the sky watchers. There is some amazing, huge action going on up there right now. You know, the Disclosure Council. I mean, I'll just spit out a couple of names because everything right now is above top secret. Compartmentalized government, the military-industrial complex, and that's all a big old story, and we can all go watch other huge channels about that. But what I think that we've been able to focus on today is that we are the forward thinkers. We are the fellowship, and we're going to wake up with a pounding headache or not be able to sleep too much. The convergence negative is going to try to make us think too much about the past or too much about the future. But what I think is beautiful, and I can sense it happening in the chat room right now, it's not even about you and me, because as an empath and as a psychic, I sense the fellowship growing, consciousness and awareness growing globally, including with Debbie. Hun, I took 2 pictures for you. Would you like to see them? I'll bet you'd like to shat your pants, didn't you?
Oh, she's my hero, though. Do you know what I mean? Without my wife, I'd be dead. I would be dead. I would. Without my wife, I'd be dead probably. I think. I think I would be. Yeah, yeah. She's literally my rock. You know. I know. Like,
she's a legend. She's a legend.
Yeah, it's probably not cool to say that, is it? You know. But she's literally my rock. I mean, my parents are my legends as well. Like, I mean, literally, they are my heroes. My parents, and they've been married. Oh, I'm gonna get it wrong now. 50 odd years, something like that. Long time, long time. You know, and that's why I've never been able to get my head round my brother really, because he's had the same upbringing as me and my other brother and my sister, and he's had a support network behind him and that. And then when his life fell apart, we're all there for him. And all he's done is just push back the whole time. And it's got to the point where just like you can't help him anymore. So, you know, we finally got him into care. But yeah, it's just weird. I don't know. But yeah, like, you know, I want to try and enjoy stuff like that a bit more, you know, because it doesn't matter to like what's going on in the sky anymore. If I could prove it to anybody or I can't. And I think we're going to get a lot more figured out talking to each other, actually just talking, as opposed to me running about with a camera and you running about because it's hard, isn't it, when you're trying to do a video? Like, you know, when we can communicate with each other now. And to be fair, I know we could have done it all along. But if you'd spoken to me 5 years ago, I wasn't the same person I am now. I was a raving lunatic. So, hey, shut up. I just waffle, mate. I'm sorry. Just shut me up, Sev. Shut me up. Yeah. Get your notes out. Mine are rubbish. Mine are mostly about catfish.
Well, I mean, it's cool. It's really cool to hear you go on, right? To hear you sort of carry on. Because again, Dave, all right, here, I won't give you any credit or any praise because you don't like that. That's cool. You're a humble cat. You have a face for radio.
I do have a face for radio. I have a face for radio.
But you bring the heat, man. You bring the heat. You bring the flavor, and you do it in a way that is open to people instead of trying to make anybody think a certain way or see the sky. What this has done is it's kind of elevated all of us into again thinking about, you know, more love or more empathy. But don't ever forget that the sky will reveal itself again, like catfish reminds us, and it's scriptural that the sky will roll open like a scroll. You know, and we're all just keeping the faith, and in the meantime, give ourselves some credit because we are changing, we are growing, we are empaths, we can feel each other more, we're in better communication. We're learning from each other, and you're funny and you're fun and you're uplifting and thank God you don't take a bunch of notes or script stuff, because you go off rip and as a sponge empath, because you are a spongy empath, you just soak it all in. You're soaking in, and again, I am too, the comments, the community, the people that are here, the chatting that's going on, the fact that other people are like, wow, I'm not the only one that woke up with a headache today. Or like 7, I went to sleep by 3 and I was awake by 6. People are comforted by us, and especially by you, my ninja. Don't forget that. And I will reach through this phone and I will snatch your ass up if you try to put yourself down in regard to that.
I'll tell you what, when I started doing this 3 weeks ago, the live streaming thing, or it was just before Christmas or whatever, if you told me that catfish would be in my room, I would have told you that you were a madman, and especially to have catfish in the room dropping truth like he is. Because a lot of people, well, I've seen catfish and I've been there and witnessed it, where he'll just go in people's room and he'll be dropping the truth like he's dropping it today. And people just yeet him and boot him out. Misunderstood. I love him. And if somebody told me that I'd have catfish and you and all the other great Sky Watchers, Nigel, I'd never spoken to Nigel before I started doing this. Never spoken to him, ever. We'd hardly even interacted. I think I'd liked a couple of his videos or whatever, shared a few out, but never spoke to the guy. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the whole thing, I'm just finding the whole thing every day more amazing every single day. I'm not, and thank you for saying that, but I'm not trying to be funny. Yeah, honestly, if you think I'm putting it on, come and live with me for a day. Because I'm a nightmare, mate. I'm a complete nightmare. I'm a complete nightmare. I really am. I sing everything to my wife and my daughter. I do. I made up some sort of weird little, I don't know, foreign language as well that I talk to me. When I get angry, I start and I start coming out a weird, I don't know. It's not even a real language, but I'm so weird, man. But I figure if you just put it out there, look, this is me. You like it or lump it. If you don't like it, bugger off. But everybody's weird. You close the door and everybody's weird. I don't bother what you say. You get behind your closed door and you might work all day or whatever and put like some sort of facade on. But as soon as you get home, you turn into the weird version of you. Everybody does. And I'm just putting it out there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm weird. And I say, I don't know, you know. Hey, I don't know. Oh, he's got his guitar out now. There might be a slight delay. But I do like you playing your guitar. Play something. Go on. Do it.
Darling, thinking about you and wondering how I might show
hey, man.
Show you how much you mean to me, yeah. And how much you've helped me to grow.
Hey, how?
When others try to hold me down, you always seem to pick me up, yeah. Got my back when push comes to shove, baby.
Yeah.
When I'm empty, you fill my cup because you fill me up.
Yeah, man. Hey.
Yeah, baby, you fill me up.
Very good, man. Oh, very good. Very good. I do love it when you play. Like, I wish I could do that. Oh, I can't. No, I'm rubbish. I like so as a performer, right? I know we're supposed to be talking about the sky, but whatever. So as a performer, because you performed for a long while, I think you're a live band. Is that right? Live band? Yeah. I've seen clips of you. So was it professional or was it like a I don't know. I'm just interested. I'm just picking your brain.
Well,
hey.
Me and my younger brother Lucky were part of a band called Zionites back in the late 90s or early 90s, and we were probably going to be the next Bob Marley and the Wailers, but
hey, man, yeah, I've been there. It just gets in the way, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, we were really good, but you know, siblings in music never really works out too well, so it kind of fluttered. And then I cut my dreadlocks off because I knew I wasn't worthy of them. And I got into horticulture, landscaping. I just started to
that's
dig in
right.
the dirt
Yeah, but
and learn how.
that's a good honest job though to have though, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like, so it's
Exactly. Now, the entertainment industry is a whole different world. I like to plant things. I like to dig in the dirt. I like to build things, and I like to be awake all day, working during the day. I don't like being awake at night. It's the witching hour.
See, I often say all I've got for 25 years of because I used to run the band. It was my band. I was the guy in control. I owned all the gear. And I had guys that worked for me. And I used to pay them well. I was always dead fair. I mean, God, they get good money, and it was always regular works. We were a managed act, and I've got some good memories from it and some good stories and things that happened. But all I've really got to show for it, is a big long list of enemies.
Yeah.
Where if I see some of these guys that I used to work with and spent loads of time together, walking down the street, and that's the sad thing, I'd probably cross the road to avoid them. And like it's such a hard business, and my daughter's 16 now, and she wants to be in music or do something in music, and I keep saying to her, no, be a lawyer, and you'll be rich. But because it's such a hard business, and it's a heartbreaking business. And me personally, and don't anybody get upset with me in the chat, but I think music over the past since like 2000 has just been drivel. Absolute drivel. There's no passion left in it anymore. I mean, I know there's a few, because I know, like, Volpeck, and there is a few, and there's still people out there doing it, but anything mainstream anymore is devoid of anything good. I think it just seems like complete drivel to me. All sounds like Ed Sheeran or whatever. Oh, I'm just bored of it. It feels like we need a musical revolution again. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, let me say something about that. The music industry is deeply connected with the CIA, the Illuminati. They understand that they're pumping frequency through the radio waves, especially to young people. And the music has definitely developed more of a frequency of an underlying thrum of demonia, telling you. And I've also heard, and I've done copious amounts of research, that most of the hit music, if not all of it, has to go through the compressed. Like if you're familiar with music, that at the end of a huge recording, it all has to get compressed into kind of a big computer. They use a demonic computer system in LA at Capitol Records to compress and to finally do the final processing on most of the, if not all of the hit music, including Christian music, not necessarily classical music or Indian music, which is why I like to listen to music from India or Africa or classical, but all the hit music coming out is processed through a demon computer.
Yeah, well,
and I can say this: there was an episode on Tom and Jerry, the cartoon, where they were at Capitol Records and they're up in the high rise and they're meeting the big boss, the big executive, and the big executive says, "Turn around because the real boss is here," and Satan pops out. So what, I've thought about, you've spoken about this a few times, Dave, the frequency of the music. Much of it is pumping out a low thrumming, demonic frequency.
Yeah, well, if you go back and, all you got to do, right, is go back and listen to, I don't know, some James Brown or something, original James Brown recording.
Yep.
And listen to it, and it just gives you a whole complete different feeling than the way music does today. And all right, I know it's old or whatever, but there's definitely, something weaponized against us, like everything was being weaponized against us. Over here in the UK, I think it was pretty big. It was called drill music. Drill. Like a power drill, drill music. Oh, and it was just awful. And then, like, again, there's this rational guy in me that goes, look, you're getting old, all right, and then you get nostalgic for stuff you like when you were younger. But I'm usually pretty good with music. I spent a long time around it. I've often picked songs 6 months before they've even been #1 hits and picked it out to my wife and played it to her and said, "Oh, I love this song." And then 6 months later, and it's a number one hit. I've done that loads of times, but the music at the moment, I don't know. It's just drivel. My daughter plays me stuff. I'm like, oh God, it's awful. It's like I don't know what they've done to it. Probably just me getting old. My ears are getting old, getting miserable. Hey, probably, but like I don't know. It's a funny old thing, isn't it? Because a lot of people that I'm coming across that do this are musicians or have been in the music industry or something like that. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's a waffled hammer. I saw that on the end of it, on the end of your hammer. It looked like a waffle print. It did look. Good call, Glenn. I like that. Hey.
How did he see that? That's awesome. It's the waffle gods.
The waffle god. And it's weird as well, because that's another thing I've said forever. Just waffle. Shut up, shut me up, I'm waffling. And now all of a sudden it's become like a thing. A waffle. People keep sending me waffle emojis and stuff. Hey. They do, man. Go on, look, if you got anything to talk about, Seb, go for it, because like otherwise I'll just keep talking drivel, mate.
Well, no, I mean this is awesome, because we've already covered empathy, our headaches, our attachment with our emotions, and how we can love better. That's cool. But what I'm noticing right now is history repeating itself. And I spoke about this the other night. I know it's difficult reading and research, but the bourgeoisie, or the Bolshevik revolution before World War II, the times in history where the elite just go over the country, over the people, especially the working class, like seamstresses and weavers, and they take everything from people. They just steal everything. And it's happening right now, the destruction of the middle class. The decimation of the middle class, which isn't happening. It's already done. It's over.
We definitely seem to be in some sort of reset, don't we, going on?
Definitely. Yeah, and you know, you've been mentioning the fact that it's January 16th, and 2023,
2023 apparently, but
you're so right. The Gregorian calendar is meant to keep us skipping along with CERN like a rock over a lake to see how many times it skips until the Anunnaki find us again down the timeline. So now we don't reckon time by time. We reckon time by wars, economic crashes, conflicts.
Yeah. Well, it's the Dark Overlords. So me, Seven, I personally think, right, the Dark Overlords. Now, I think I was listening to Catfish last night, and he felt like, I'm very much with him on all that. A lot of this is it's the same culprits, and it all stems from the same stories. But shut up, Dave. Hey, man, I'm just going to catch up. Hello, For the Bees, Hoax, welcome. Dennis Brandman, is that Dennis Branham? Welcome. Welcome to the Nerd House, where nothing makes sense. His name's Seven. My name's Dave. Or Planet X, or whatever you want to call me. Or Idiot. Idiot's got a good one. I'll get that sometimes. Hey, my wife says I love you guys. Oh, well, we love her too. Thank you very much. Hey. Yeah, I don't know. Shut me up, Seb. Shut me up. Go on, talk. Go on, because I'll just keep going.
No, bruh, one of the most important and funnest things about these videos is when you stop to talk to the people, because I like to see them all too. Hi, DN. It's so cool. I mean,
Hey, well, I'll tell you what it was. I watched not yesterday's stream, the day before, and I watched the whole stream back, right? And I was pretty much just saying welcome to people the whole stream, and then I just put Funky Purple Haze on at the end. And that was it. There was no context to the show. There was no content, any good facts. All it was me just going, hello, welcome, hey, welcome, singing stupid little bits to people, and then I
will carry on a bit more. I will, because
you got to rein me in. I love talking about anything weird, but like now, I quickly go on a tangent. Shh, I'll be over it.
Well, because I like your perspective. So again, we both agree that we seem to not be led necessarily by by the weather anymore. Spring and fall are gone. We just seem to go from winter to summer. The beautiful month of spring or 2 months of fall, those are gone. We're being led now by periods of war and yet again, I maintain that we are the fellowship. Like, I don't want to go on and on. I'll do that later on a 3-hour video about war and destruction. You don't focus on that stuff. It's really cool.
No, because what it is, you see, that's part of this bigger plan. Well, what they want to do, they're trying to throw everything at us to divide us. That's what I think. No matter what it is, the racist card, war, arguing about genders, all this rubbish. Oh, and I'm sick to the back teeth of it. I don't mean to, sorry, Susan. I love you, Susan. I love you. But the world is in madness. But it's part of the plan, you see, because I don't know. I suppose if I learned anything, I think the power is within us. It's us. That's what they don't want you to realise. That's what I think. Oh, God, I feel like I'm just waffling again. But I feel like we're kept so busy and we're kept so down. Like the peasants, keep them down, keep them busy working. Get home, cook your food, go to bed, get up the next day, do it again, pay your bills. You never have time to concentrate on you and yourself. And you've got to keep up with everybody else, buy the new phone, do this, do that. And we're all I'm not saying I'm better than anybody because I'm just exactly the same. But I did have a lot of time when I used to drive around the country just to sit and think about things because I just hours and hours and hours. So I would like all this stuff would go through my head. And I think they're terrified, the dark overlords. They're scared. They're scared of us. That's what they are, because we hold the power. And together, I will keep saying it, and I'll probably say, oh, look at him. Oh, he's trying to get everybody together. No, because I genuinely believe that if we all worked together and we worked together without arguing, that we could achieve wondrous things, but we don't, do we? And instead, they keep us fighting with each other. Shut up, fight, eat rubbish food, pay your side. Well, it's what they do, And this is part of why I want to do this, because I want to talk to people, like, despite whether you think it's flat or round or a crater. In the end, right? In the end, that doesn't matter. We're the answer. Us. People go around looking for God or whatever, and all right, I'm going to piss a load of people off, and everybody will leave now. Oh, he's talking. You are. You're what you're looking for. All right, you are. And if you think I'm lying, all right, show me something better. Show me something better than what you are, because we're society's set up to keep us feeling really rubbish about ourselves all the time and worrying about things that aren't important. When really you're the most important thing. You seven, whichever side you're on, And then I don't like it when I see you get yourself down and you're like, I'm scared and that. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. That's part of what they want. They want you to be scared about things, because if you're scared, you're easier to manipulate and easier to control. Yeah. But if you just forgive yourself, not you, but all of us, just forgive yourself all the crap you carry around. You're never going to change it. Unless you're a really bad person, and if you are, oi, get out my room. But unless if you're a really, really, really bad person, then just forgive yourself. Just let it go, because otherwise you carry it around with you, and you're never gonna. I don't know. We're the ones, us. You're looking for God. You're looking for whatever you're looking for. Look within you, because that's where it is. Lies within you. Shut up. I'm leaving now. See you later. Hey, yeah, because that's what I think. Right. Look, you take over for a sec, Seb, because you're here, so I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to go and warm some more coffee up. Can you just give me 2 minutes? Is that right?
Yeah, you go right ahead.
Do it. Right, hold on. I'm back. 2 minutes.
So he's the British Martin Luther King, right? He's the new leader. Like yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, right? Today's the 17th. I'm filling in for him right now, so I'll sort of... I mean, look at what he does. He's a genius. and he unites us, and he makes me laugh. I mean, I have pissed my pants 3 times during this video right now, and I'm a guest. I mean, I'm supposed to sit here and be professional and nip my coffee a little bit, and but he's so fun, and he doesn't even know it. It's so interesting how we can be inside of ourselves and not see much of the gifts or joy or beauty or content or potential. But trust me, folks, he knows how cool he is. He's just new to it, and he's really good. But he is humble. It's a trip because he's hilarious. It's 11:11. Hey, tell you what, everybody put an X or a D or a PXH or just something. Just put a D. Everybody put a D for Dave because he rocks.
I'm back. Sorry, I'm back. Wow, that took forever. That literally took forever. I'll see what you've done, you bugger. Oi, oi. I can see all the D's. Oi. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody. You get. Yeah, but thank you for that. I just needed some coffee. Wow, that took like literally. So I never warm coffee up in the microwave because it just kills the water. But sometimes you have to do it. And I put that on for a minute, and it seemed to take forever. Oh. It was the longest minute. It was the longest minute ever. Oh, there we go. It's better. I feel better now.
Let me get my coffee.
I feel better. I'll tell you what I found as well. Look. I know some of you don't like him. But he's a guy that I've met. I've had the pleasure to meet him loads of times. And I was saying the other day that I've met him. Graham Hancock. Look, so my wife brought me this book. When did she buy me this? Look, you see this book here? Heaven's Mirror. It's a great big book, right? It's got some amazing pictures in it. So my wife brought me this. 2000 it says just there. Look. 2000 just there. Well, when I met him and his wife, and they both signed it for me. Look, and I love this book. Absolutely love it. And I got to sit down and talk to the guy. I just thought I'd show you it all. Yeah, check it out. Oh, look, we've got a 7. Ha ha! I didn't even ask him to do that. You lot are amazing. Look, they've put a 7 in now for you. Hey. But look, yeah, this is that book. Look, Sev, look. Graham Hancock book. Look, I got him and his wife signed it for me. My wife brought it for me in 2000. And I've met Graham Hancock a few times. And yeah, him and his wife signed it for me. And it's a brilliant book. Brilliant. Like, and people go, oh, Graham Hancock, this, whatever. Like I say, whatever, you know. But if you want to get into truth and you've never taken the red pill, then he's a good jumping off point. He is. He's a good jumping off point because what he does, he gets you to question the narrative. Oh, yeah, okay. And he's a good jumping off point. And I'll always say that about him. I met him and David Icke, you know, the two quite controversial figures. And they were both lovely to me, both of them. So shut up, Dave. Shut up. My Planet X Hunter, your webcam keeps freezing up. Yeah, I know. It's because I'm on my phone, man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Russell. I can see that down there. Oh, it's rubbish, isn't it? It's rubbish. It keeps stopping, doesn't it? I can't do anything about it. I need a better internet connection. I suppose I could try and plug that in, but then it might get worse. It might get worse if I plug that in. Let me try. If it gets worse, this is your fault, Russell. Oh. What? I don't know. I've plugged it in. I've plugged the thing back in. Might get even worse now though. I'll keep an eye on it, and if it gets better, just let me know.
I'm pissing
All
my
is good. All is good. Well, I don't know. It feels like it's definitely frozen now. It's frozen, isn't it? Look. It has. It's completely frozen now. Oh, God. Deary me. I don't know what's going on. Is it come back? Look, Maria, you're just laughing at me now, Maria. I can see you. I can see you. Hey, right, let's talk about something else then, Seb. Talk about it. Go on, go. They'll just have
Talk
to put
about
up
what?
with it. I don't know, whatever you want about. You're the man with the
Well,
notes.
well, I mean,
You.
yeah, I do have the notes. I can focus on tremendous things.
I don't focus very well. I don't. I'll go off on a tangent over here, and then I'm over here. So just go on, and then I'll try and
Dave,
focus.
I have already pissed my pants 3 times at how funny you are today. Just let
Really?
me talk for a minute.
Hey, look, my camera's frozen up again. It's frozen again. Oh, it's frozen. My camera's frozen again.
No,
Look.
you're back now.
Oh, frozen. It's frozen with me pointing like that. There it is. Oh, it's back now. It's back. I can see it. I can see it. Oh, dearie me. Oh, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I don't, man. I don't. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know anymore. I don't. I just
Okay.
like coming back.
How does your head feel right now?
It still hurts. I was just thinking that actually, it does still hurt, but it's not as bad as it was. Like I said, every time when I do this, I don't know. Everything just seems to get a little bit better. Not for you lot. But mate, I don't know. I can't explain it to you. I really can't explain it to you. I mean, rather than fight it, I've just like, I don't know. I got it in my head this year. Bosh, I got to do one of these every day. And when I think about that now, that's hundreds more, isn't it? Hundreds more. But I'm trying to get a little team together, getting the band back together. A bunch of people like you, Sev, and like Cindy and Russell, and hopefully some more people in the chat, you know. And then every time I live stream, I can send out an email every day. And I'm not expecting you to come on every day or somebody to come on every day. But, like, you know, if you want to jump in for 10 minutes, oh, I've seen something cool in the sky. Oh, this happened to me. You know, bosh. Because that's the way you build a community up, isn't it? You know. And then hopefully, you know, we'll still be here in a few months. If we are, if I'm still doing this in April, I'll give that clock away. I will. The joint clock. I'll give it to somebody. I'll send it to somebody. Although saying that, Seb, shut up. I'm just talking again. I sent Mrs. Jones. Me and Mrs. Jones.
All right. Here. I got a bone to pick with you right now, bro. A real YouTube fight.
Go on then.
It goes like this. Me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. You sing it all wrong, bro.
I know, yeah, but I said right. So as a singer, this'll get you. I used to sing most of the songs that I sung wrong, most of the wrong lyrics and everything. I would make up. I'd literally like, you know, when I first started singing, I thought all the lyrics were important. But you can be like we used to sing Saturday Night at the Movies. Well, Saturday night, I'd hardly sing sometimes. I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? I'd just be like waffling along.
Fake it.
Waffling. Yeah, because everybody would just sing. So yeah. So when I do that, I've got into a real bad habit where if I get an earworm, I get it in my head. And like, you know, if I was going trying to do that every time she come in the room, we'd never get anything done. I'd be like, oh God. So yeah, Mrs. Jones.
And Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones.
And I said
we got a thing going on.
Oh, see, so good. That's how it's supposed to be sung. Now, the whole time I was a singer, right, and I'll be dead honest with you, because I said I just want to be honest with people doing this, and if I'm honest, then nobody can hold anything against me. I always thought, like, I had to work really hard, and it took me a long time to become a good singer. I had to tune my ear, you know, I really had to, like, work hard at it. And then other people I know, like, especially a lot of the guys I work with, just had naturally great voices, just brilliant voices. So I've always struggled to sing, especially like, you know, oh, sing this for me. And like, I know there's a guy called Daryl might do it for me, Jimmy James Entertainment. And I used to sing with him, and he might drop the link, Daryl, if he's in the chat. And I used to sing with him, and he's just he's what I call a natural, brilliant singer. He's just born to sing. Do you know what I mean? But he's just a little bit, you know, he's been a little bit on a bit of a bumpy road for most of his life, but he's got his life back on track now, and he's just a brilliant singer. But I always struggled, always, to be a good singer, which is why, again, because I always felt like I wasn't good enough to do it. Does that make sense? Like, you know, it's never about me. I just wanted to get the cash and get home. That's all I ever wanted to do. It became a bit of a. I enjoyed the traveling more than I did the gigging, you know. But I was never a very good singer. So when I sing stuff, I just sing stuff that, like, you know, like I said, I do it around my house. Taking the dog for a walk. I do. Or, like, you know, knocking on mum's door. Like, I'll be standing outside my mum singing stuff like that. I know people think it's weird. I know, whatever. But I think the only way this is going to work and it's ever going to grow, and we're going to grow a community or whatever, is that if I'm just dead honest with you. Because everybody's the same. We're all the same. This is what I don't get. We are all the same. All of us. I like. There's somebody just come in, like, in the chat. I can see it down there, and they did put, but it's moved up. They put supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Oh, it's just that. I mean, isn't that the best? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Oh,
I gotta pee.
It's amazing. It's just like, you know, yeah. And I've always been weird, like, welcome to the van. You know, like, I don't know, just
the
weird.
Small bus, the short bus.
I don't know. Just
oh God, Dave, you're hilarious.
It was just a test. Obviously, you pass. I like that. Thank you, Joe. Or Joe, where is it? Joe. Hey. Oh, it's just a great word. Like, they've got some brilliant people that keep coming in the chat. Tetrastatic. Tetrastatic. I mean, what a name. Tetrastatic.
I love that name.
Oh, there's just some brilliant names, yeah. And I've always been a bit like that.
No, Dave. Seriously, that's why, like, when I'm on with you, like right now, it's like you don't have to say, Seb, sorry. I have to go look at the chat. I dig the chat. I watch it.
Yeah, well, like, so I got that from like Chris Dangerfield, right? I've said about Chris Dangerfield. He didn't personally help me come off drugs, but my wife rescued me. And then what happened? I spent the last 5 years knocking about in his chat room watching him, because he's been through the same sort of things as me. And he sort of saved me. But the way he runs his show is that he interacts with the chat. And I like that. I like that, because, like, you go in and then, like, you know, he'll go, oh, hello, Planet X Hunter. Hey, you laughing at me? Oi, I see you. Jax is in. Hello, Jax. Hello, lovely. How are you? Dave, you were good at doing stand-up comedy? No, I've never. No, I'm rubbish, mate. I tried to make people laugh on stage, and it just fall flat on its ass all the time. I just wanted to get on stage, get it done, and get off as quick as possible. That's all I wanted to do. Get on, get it done, get off. I did. I was like, you know, it was never like, you know, I don't know. The sky is alive. The sky is alive with the sound of music. I don't know. Hey.
Oh my God.
What? Sorry, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just waffling. Waffle, whiffle, waffle, woo. I don't know. I'm just reading I'm just reading. Like I said, I'm pretty rubbish at this. I think people come here because they're like, oh, we're gonna get some answers. No, not from me. I've got more questions. I think, than everybody in the chat, probably.
I've got answers.
Yeah, well, I wish I had, because something I know when I hear something true or something that I need to hear, because I'll get that weird goosebumpy sort of, you know, stomach feeling. But, like, yeah, I don't know, like, you know, because I haven't got any answers. I haven't, and I think that's what your troll or something said the other day. Oh, no planets in the sky. Right? Okay. Well, like, you know, yeah, I'm not expecting anybody else to see him. I'm not. It's very hard. And I feel like I got walking around my head in the clouds sometimes. Literally. Hey, literally walking around with my head in the clouds. What's this one say? We're all rocks. Are you working today, Seb? Are you? You're not working. Oh, that's good.
2 days off.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. That's good. That's good. What's that? If you don't stop being funny, Dave, Seven may take his shirt off. I'm sorry. I don't even know what that means. I don't know. Yeah, go and subscribe to Catfish. He's my man. He's my man.
He's smart.
Yeah.
He's so smart.
Yeah, and what he is, he's a busy man like everybody else. But if you hang about long enough, and when he can chat, he chats. And when he does chat, he gives you loads of good information.
And when he does chat and give you loads of good information, he's also very empathic and like it might look like he's kind of distant from the chat, but he'll look. And if you say something like, "Hey, I need prayer," or "My car broke down," Catfish will stop and he'll focus on that comment or that person, and he's got a bunch of love in his heart.
He's a good man. He's just a bit misunderstood, and I think like most good people are, aren't they? They're a bit misunderstood, you know. But and I said just a little while ago, if I'd known that all these amazing people that I've watched and stuff like that would come in and just chill out, I'd be well happy. I've been so happy. Oh, see, my camera keeps stopping. I can see it. Stupid camera. It does. It keeps stopping. It looks great here. It looks rubbish on there. I think I've rubbish. Has it come back yet? No, it's still not come back. I can see you, Sev, all right? I can see you. Just my bloody my camera's frozen. My camera has frozen. I don't understand.
Well, maybe if I get off, maybe you can kind of take back over your video, because that sucks. I'd rather be watching you than watching me.
No, I like this. But all right, mate. If you want to go, that's fine. So I'm not gonna do too much longer, because
no, I don't want to go. It's just that I prefer your video being you. There you are. I see you again.
Yeah, the camera's just gone. It's just gone. Let me try and plug.
You're back now.
Am I? Is it back? Is it, mate? I don't know. I can't really see. It's stopped again, isn't it?
It's probably because I'm here. That sucks.
I don't think it is, mate. It's just my rubbish. Just my rubbish bloody. It's just my rubbish internet. Literally rubbish. I'll try and plug it back in here. Let me try and plug this back in here. This is nice, Daryl. Well, this is nice. Everything's frozen here. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I don't know whether that'll help it. I don't know, mate. It's just rubbish, isn't it? Because I could sit here and probably talk for hours with you, but like literally, I'm seeing this stream down here and it's just frozen. You know what I mean? Frozen solid. Hello. I don't know what's going on.
There you are.
No. Am I back again? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's your fault, Seven, apparently, Joe said. Joe said it's your fault. Oi, it's your fault.
Is.
It's not your fault.
All the problems in the world are my fucking fault.
No, none of them are. None of them. Let all that go. Let it go. Let it go.
I was kidding.
I think it's coming back. I'm sort of back. I know it's blurry, whatever. I do have problems. Like when I was trying to share my screen yesterday, it kept doing it. It just kept going off. I think it's gone again, isn't it? I think it's gone again now. I don't know.
Now you're here.
Am I back? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Hey, man. Yeah, all right. Well, if it's just can someone give me a thumbs up in the chat if it looks all right? I don't know, because it's blurry now. I can see it is. Oh, it's so rubbish. Rubbish. Right ear stab. Right ear stab, whatever that means. I don't know. Just
the right ear stab. It's what I experienced about half an hour ago when all of a sudden during the video I was like, ow. It just spikes. It's vampiric. It's parasitic.
Thank you, Joe, from Ohio. You give me a thumbs up. So, yeah, I think I'm back a little bit. I don't know. I'm sorry about my camera, everybody. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Davey's shapeshifting. I knew it. Somebody will be like, he's a demon. He's part of the bros club. That's what they'll be saying. I'm not. I've just got a really, really rubbish internet connection. It says Russell's, but all good, Dave. I'm about. I don't know how far I am behind. You can still hear me, okay? Oh, it's a good job I weren't slagging anybody off on it. Oh, hey, I did that once years ago. A funny story. Used to go. Oh no, don't tell it, Dave. I won't do it. No, shh. Leave it for another day. Right, okay, yeah. So I don't know, Sev. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind talking, mate. I'll hang about and talk to you. I haven't got to go and pick my daughter up today. So if you want to hang about and talk, that's fine. I'm just a bit worried about my camera because it seems to have stopped again. Oh, it's so rubbish. How can I have like the most rubbish internet connection in the whole world?
Because I'm here.
Yeah, mate. It might. I don't think it is, mate. I literally don't think it is. I don't know, but it just glitches out, man. I'm frozen up again. I can see it. Maybe I should start my camera again. Can I do that?
Maybe I should pray.
Stop cam.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to pray. God, this is not cool. I'm not going to pray too much in too many names, but I'm just going to ask, please let this battle be in our favor, because I knew this was going to happen. Selah.
I agree. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's so rubbish. I'm just frozen. Hello. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Dave, if I leave, it'll work.
All right, mate. All right. Look, thanks for popping in then, Sev. I appreciate it, mate. Yeah, you're an absolute legend. 7 in the chat for 7. I know you've done it all. But do it again for me, please. Go on, because he's a legend. He is. I love 7. He's a good mate of mine. Thank you, Sev, for coming in. I'll send you the link tomorrow as well, mate. We'll do that. I'll send you the link tomorrow.
I'll be there.
Yeah, all right, mate. I'll send it. Yeah, and if you want to come on. Boom. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Hey, not literally me and you fall in love, but you know what I mean. Hey, right, okay. So I can see it's well glitchy, isn't it? Oh, look at it. It's so rubbish. So glitchy. I'm gonna take that out again. If I disappear, I'm sorry. Hey. Well, I don't know. Anyway, let me just catch up. I'm just gonna give a few more people a shout out, and then we're gonna go. It was really nice to have 7 in. Very nice. If anybody else, right? So if anybody else, like, you know, especially like Carlos, I'm thinking maybe you, maybe Catfish. I don't know if I've got the balls to speak to Catfish yet. Hey, but I want to try and get a list of people together. So when I live stream, I can go, right, Bosh. Let's get a few people on. Bosh, Tony's here. All right, Tony. You email me. Bloody a bug halo. What's it got? Loads of bugs around it. Has it? I don't know. I'm only joking with you, mate. I'm only joking. It's just gone again, isn't it? My camera's gone again. Oh, it's so rubbish. It's rubbish. So rubbish. I don't like it at all. It's doing my head in now. There you go. I'm sort of back again. Oh, I don't even know what's going on. Lavana, any channel showing. I do as well. I do. 3D thinkers. I like that very much. It's probably just going to keep stopping and starting. I don't know. I'll try and catch up with the chat, and then I'll leave you very good people to your wonderful day. Watching my demonic blurry face. Hey, if you want to win a camera, you probably don't, but if you want to, like this one here, and just send me your best picture of the sky. The details are below. Just send me your best picture of the sky. I don't know really. Yeah, I'd like 7. Yeah, thanks for putting the 7s in the chat as well. He's a legend, and like, you know, he's a old star watcher like me. Not old. You're not old, Seb. But we've been doing it a while, haven't we? Been around the block a few times, and he's a legend. And I like having him on. And I know you're probably here to talk about the sky or whatever, but you know, to me, it's like, you know, I feel like just getting to know people. Hello, mate. How are you? You know, hey, it's saying it like, I know, it's here. It's saying the screen's back, but it's probably not. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice thing to say. It is, yeah, because it ain't easy, is it? Sometimes it ain't easy, and I tell you what, it's sometimes an uphill struggle. It is, and you know, but then that's part of it, isn't it? Because it just draws you together, doesn't it? Closer. It does. There's a brilliant comedian, I can't remember his name, over here, and he does this sketch. He says that I've been married to my wife for 20 years. He said sometimes in the morning I get up, and while I'm eating my cereals, I look at my spoon and think, I wonder if I could kill her with that. And I think if you've been married a long time, you could probably appreciate that. But I don't think that about my wife, obviously. But I'm sure she thinks that about me sometimes when I'm waffling on. Come outside and look at the sky. I bet she's thinking, I wonder if I could just push him over. Hey, but hey, I don't know. Frozen waffle, Dave. I know, it's doing it again. It says excellent connection. Excellent connection. Which is absolute drivel. Drivel. I don't see you. So I'm just going to go then because it's just keeps freezing all the time. Tell you what, I need to move my whole house just to get a better internet connection. It's so rubbish. Dennis, sorry, subscribers. I'm in the Waffle House, but can't chat at the moment. That's all right, mate. I'm just happy you're here. It's just very nice that people just keep coming back, that you want to come back. And I hope you want to come back. Maybe you don't. maybe I'm bribing you all. I think. I know I've frozen again. God, it's so rubbish. But I think Nigel's going live later, so I don't know. I'll try and sort out my try and reset my phone. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't know. I could plug it in down here and it just goes rubbish. I could plug it in there and it goes rubbish. I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. God, I sound like I'm on stage now. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, shut up. Just trying to catch up with the chat. If I've missed anybody, I apologise. I don't just want to sit here and just waste your time. You're looking at a frozen camera of me going. So I'm going to whip to the end of this chat. There's so much of it as well. I'm so sorry if I've missed anybody or anybody new. I very much apologise. I'm going to start from there. Look, Uncle Skin. Look, he came in as well. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if I've missed anybody. I'm going to put Funky Purple Haze on the moon, around the moon on because my camera's going all mad. Thanks for coming on, Sev. You're a legend. If you want to win the camera, details below. And if this does finally catch up, then yeah, I don't know. Right, let's just put this on. Put this on and shut up, Dave. Shut up. Get your ugly mug off the screen. Thank you, Seven. Thank you for everybody popping in. Do all that stuff if you want, whatever it is, like and subscribe and all that. If you want, it's up to you. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you were here, and that's all that matters. So thank you very much. Play that just there. Turn that up over there. If you want to leave a message, leave it at the end. And I'll maybe see you later on Nigel's if he's about.
This has been a really weird day. Is it? Really, really weird. Yeah, let's do it. Woke up this morning, feeling rather crap. Your mama said, son, where'd you get the cat? There's a funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze, a funky purple haze. Yeah, there's a funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze around the moon. The father said, hey boy, get your hair cut. I said, get out of here, you son of a gun. There's a funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze. A funky purple haze. A funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze around the moon. Went into my holes. I bought a white chalk bar. And it was so luxury, I had to play my guitar. I hate my job, shampooing all day. The smoke bid, going on about race. Beat off to work, in a bros white car. And all I wanna do is smoke a cigar. There's a funky purple haze around the moon. No, that's it. Funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze, a funky purple haze. Funky purple haze around the moon. funky purple haze around the moon. Marlboro Lambert and Skanky Git, you mix them all together. What the hell do you get? You get a funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze, a funky purple haze, funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze around the moon. Get out.